Hello, my little corner friends, and welcome to another Sunday Fun Day. Today we're going to make this lovely Z-fold autumn card, and that's how it looks when it opens up. Just go straight across. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get this card started today. Close your eyes if you get dizzy. All right. I think we are secure. Oh, hold on. Okay, we are secure. So I'll turn this around so you can see it. Nope, it's upside down to you, right? I'm not sure. Maybe that's right. Okay, so that's the Z-fold. So the measurements for this is going to be, I used cinnamon cider, and this piece measures 8.5 by 4.5, and we scored it at 5.5, but then what I did was I scored it again at 2 13/16. Okay? This white layer for the inside, it measures 4 7/8 by 4. Then we have two plaid layers. One goes there, and one's going to go here. These two measure 2.5 by 3 7/8. And then I have a little 1/2 inch strip that we're going to put on that side. And then all of our little elements. All right, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do is we're going to glue this section down. Did you see what I just did? I turned that white layer over. What's the difference? Alright, that was silly. So you can use whatever you choose. Right now I am just using the glue because that's about all I have right now. My supplies are kind of low. So my order goes in 2 days, and I'll get replenished on my gluing items. So what we're going to do is we're just going to glue this down right here. You want to try to have equal space on all sides. Just press it down. And since we're in the inside, let's just go ahead and pop a little bit of glue on this edge of the card. You don't need a whole lot, not for that little 1/2 inch strip. And I try to put mine just on the white part, not the brown part, just to give the white part a little definition. Okay, and let's just go ahead and stamp on the inside. Get that done. Kind of a little out of order today, but it's okay because it's a short little card. Now for your sentiment, you could put it in the top, the middle, or even at the bottom. It's just your choosing. Me, I'm going to go about halfway between the top and the middle. Oh, sugar. All right, hold on. Well, that did not work, so that's why you don't want to glue down first. It's okay. I'll just keep this card for myself as a sample card. Let's continue on. All right. Now we're going to glue down the center part. Now, even though I messed that up, even if you wanted to, you could put an element there, like a tag or something to cover it up. That would be perfectly fine. Would just be different. Then we're going to put this one on the outside. And usually I don't stamp my sentiment after I glue. I usually stamp my sentiment then glue. So I don't know what ailed me with that. Alright, so now this one is going to go right here. Looks to me like that middle one is a little crooked. Let's see if we can peel it up and fix it. Alright. See if we can move it over a tad. There we go. Okay. Now for the outside, what we're going to do is we're going to glue down the cornstalk. But you want to see where you want your fence first. So I kind of like to, I call it dry placement. I kind of like to do that to see how I want the card to look. So I know where I want to put all of my items. So that looks pretty good right there. Alright. So we're going to glue down the cornstalk. Okay, get off of there. Alright. And we're going to put that about right there. Okay. Then we need to cut the fence. That's why I didn't color the whole fence, because I knew I was going to cut it. So we're going to take it to about this rung. Alright, so this one. So you're just going to go right next to it. Or not rung, post, I guess you want to call it. You usually have about 3 left on these kind of cards. And we're going to glue that one down. And what I do for that is I just put the glue every so often. I don't put it on every rung. But I try to get the top and the bottom. I got quite a bit right there. Spread that out. Alright. That's gonna go right there. Now because I got plaid, I can line this up pretty straight on this card here. With that line. There we go. And then for the pumpkins, I'm gonna, oh my goodness. I'm going to put them up on glue dots. So I got, put a round one there. I think I have just enough without having to cut this one up into little pieces. You never want to throw away your glue dot holder, because you can still use the rest of the paper. You could still cut this into pieces and still use that. It's still good. Alright, so let's peel all these papers off. And then I'm going to put this one right about there. Just like that. And then I'm going to make a bow. Put on the top. You can wrap it around, but I kind of forgot to do that, so I can't wrap it around. Just give me a second. You all know how to make bows. You make them better than I do, probably. So I'm just going to make this one off camera. I have a bow jig, but I forgot to bring it out with me. Sometimes bows, for me, are very hard. Oh my goodness. Next time I'll make the bow off before make the bow before I start the video. How's that sound, guys? I'm just having a lot of trouble with it right now. Got it. Alright, so now you're just gonna make it the size you want. That looks about right. Let me get the good cutting scissors. We'll cut the tails. This might be my best bow yet. Okay, and then for that, we're going to use the glue dots to stick it to the card. And I'm going to use 2. We could stick it right there. And there you have it. That didn't take very long at all, did it? I'm surprised. Alright, so you have your front page, your middle page, and your inside of your card. So when you close it, your greeting is covered, but then you still have room to write either over here or underneath the flap. So this card, I used cinnamon cider paper. I used the Fox suede espresso ribbon. First I put yellow on the cornstalk and stamped it. And then I put soft suede and I stamped over top for a little bit of definition. The pumpkins, I did in light and dark pumpkin, of course. The apples, I did, believe it or not, in Poppy Parade. I used the light and the dark. The gourds, I used light mango melody and old olive. The leaves, I used grand apple green, light and dark, and then I threw some brown in there for definition. I used Cajun craze on this little vine here. And then the corn, I used crumb cake, dark crumb cake, and Daffodil Delight. And then I also used light and dark crumb cake on the corn husk. Okay, so that's how that came out. And then I have a couple other cards I can show you. I'd like to share with you anyhow. This one I did as Christmas. And it's real red and then old olive. The Christmas rhinestones. And I used the Christmas tidings ribbon with the gold in it on the edges. And then this paper was poinsettia paper. And on the back of that was this one. So we put this one in the middle, and then I stamped in real red as well. And then this one I did a little backwards. This is also a Z-fold. These are all Z-folds. This is also a Z-fold. This is Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, Magenta Madness. And this was about as close as I could get to the Just Jade with the ribbon I have on stock. And then 3 little pearls. I used Wink Estella on the card itself. What I did on the Magenta Madness was I stamped Magenta Madness flowers from Tasteful Touches. And then I stamped a feather on here, and then I stamped in magenta again over there. So this card, even though it's a Z-fold, it's this way instead of sideways. It's long ways. Stamped in Magenta Madness. All these colors really go well together. They really, what do you call that? Complement each other. So if you would like to make any of these cards or any other design with the Z fold, and you want to get some supplies or even the supplies to make all of these cards, you can find the supplies at www.marciad.stampinup.net. You can also go to my blog at www.marcia'slittlestampincorners.com, and you'll be able to rewatch the video if you missed anything and get all the dimensions for the cards. As for now, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining in on this Sunday Fun Day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.